All right, so in this video, we are going to be going over kind of a top-down overview of the entire Zeepo platform and exactly how top producing agents right now are utilizing the platform to increase their sales each week and each month for their agency. So let's hop right into it. As we scroll down, I'm going to kind of give you a little overview of what we're going to go over. We're going to talk about the verified producer profiles we have. We have two different designs, the insurance carrier sales links, top virtual sales scripts and kind of how they're dynamic and customizable, and then your automated follow-up and client drips, whether that would be for client retention or that's for client outreach and appointment booking, a place where you can converse with all your leads via email, text message, and phone messaging. And then if you want to build a team, if you want to start building an agency, which is a lot of times the ultimate end goal for a lot of agents, we'll show you all the tools we have set aside for that. Now, if we hop into the dashboard, this is kind of the main dashboard that you're going to see. Opportunities are the leads within your account. Pipeline values your submitted production, for that week or that month, depending upon how you would filter it. And then the conversion rate are the conversions or the conversion percentage of the leads within your account. Now, as we hop into the contacts tab, we can hop over into, a general contact right here. You'll see on the right side, a call to close script will populate. This is a dynamically populating script. So as you move on from one lead to the next, you can see here the lead name's Lori. And you've got, hi Lori, this is Logan calling from the Benefit Center here in New York. This is her state, and then also her date of birth. Again, as you move on to the next lead, you're going to see that as well. And this will populate with Larry and Larry's date of birth. The amazing thing about that is new agents, they don't need to memorize a script. Now that is customizable and we can make any script that you give to us dynamic so it does populate the lead information. So kind of the way that a lot of agents will utilize this screen on the contact profile is, let's say they're talking to them, maybe they're sending a template out, whether it would be an instant internet lead or maybe a final expense or mortgage protection. They'd click send, shoot off that lead. It would come with all the necessary information needed to reach out to that client on the initial message. They may give them a phone call. They can dial natively through the platform as well. So sometimes they'll dial once or twice. Let's say you click the phone, the top right corner, the dial session will happen once you allow your microphone. It'll dial that lead, and then you can dial it 2 times in a row, just like most people do, 2 times or 3 times. Once that's done, and you get on a call with the client, you now maybe have written them a policy, or maybe you've pushed it into underwriting. And if that is the case, you've got your carrier quick links up here. So you've got your Americo, American Amicable, Mutual of Omaha, Easy, Quick, EAP, Demo EAP, Quote Tool links, text authorization EAPs for, say, Americo, your quote tool for American Amicable, and the other necessary carriers. Now we are going to be adding Ethos, Foresters, and a couple other carriers here fairly soon. Now, as I mentioned, let's just say you got done writing this client a policy. You'd hop down over into policy info. And as you see here, you've got 2 policies if needed, children policies 1 and 2 as well. So policy info, the insurance provider, let's just say you wrote AIG, policy annual premium, $2,400, policy number, beneficiary, monthly premium, $200 a month, monthly draft, say on the 22nd, their why for having the policy, legacy money, and to pay off credit card debt. And then the face amount, you wrote a $30,000 policy. Click save. Benefit of that, a lot of agents right now are saving stuff in Excel spreadsheets, note files, other CRMs, notes tabs where you can't search within the platform. Once you're done with this, you're able to search at any point in time, the policy number, the beneficiary, and it'll populate the contact details. So it makes it super easy to stay organized as well. Once you're done with that, super important to send off the policy details to your client. You'll click this button right here. It'll say sending and then sent. What that did is it puts it into an email and a text automation on your behalf. The email that goes out, and this again is completely customizable. You can edit this however you want. The lead name, first I want to congratulate you again on qualifying with our premier company, AIG. providing the best protection for families well over 100 years. Again, this would change depending upon what you would put here for the insurance provider. Important reminders. Your policy will be delivered in 1 to 2 weeks. All the information in regard to the policy that we just filled out. And then nobody should be contacting you about your coverage or your policy. If any other agent does, give them my information. I'm happy to speak with them. Save my info. If anything changes in the future, do not hesitate to reach out. I'm grateful to be able to serve you and your family. Look forward to speaking with you soon. Your signature would go right here. Now, a minute later, you'll see that goes out, a text message with just the policy details as well. Once you get done with that, you'll head back to the contacts tab right here. You'll update the lead status from just a traditional lead to approved and sold. Once you update that stage, that did one of two things. Now, within your pipelines, or prior to going there, you can see the text message now went out. Fairly simple text message. Hey, lead name, here's all the information in regard to your policy. Congrats again. And then everything in regard to their policy. Now, once you mark it as approved and sold, under your pipelines where you can kind of track your lead status, you'll see now that the lead moved from the lead column and then now to approved and sold. Now, once we set all, you'll see here the demo contact now moved to approved and sold. It's a one transaction, which means you close the deal. It's $2,400 in premium. So now on the dashboard, it will reflect that. And now you have a 25% conversion rate for this week or this month. You've got $2,400 in premium submitted. Now, the first thing was that it moved it within the pipeline automatically. So you don't need to go in here and switch it back and forth, which is always tedious and frustrating. And also it added to the holidays automation. So what this did is it put it into a birthday, New Year's, and 4th of July campaign. So every year on the client's birthday, New Year's, and 4th of July, they're going to get a message. On the birthday, it's fairly simple. It's not cheesy. Hey, lead name, it's Logan, your insurance agent. I hope you have an amazing day and a wonderful birthday, with a cake emoji. Now, if you don't send emojis or exclamation points, you can come in here, put a period, click save, and you're good to go. Now, after you register, you're going to get a couple emails. One of the emails is setting up your verified producer page. There's two designs for that. The first design is this one, where you send in your profile image, your national producer number, your photocopies of your licenses, and then an about you. Your profile photo will go there, a little bit about the company you work with, what you do as an agent, carriers you're contracted with, and then an about you, and then your licenses and credentials. Now, these are clickable images where they can expand them and see them. They can also choose their state as well, where let's say you're talking to somebody in Texas, they come down, they select Texas, it'll populate for the insurance department, they fill out your information, and they can see that you're active and writing agent within the state of Texas. Definitely breaks down some walls, especially with telesales, because a lot of times when you get on a call with people and you start asking for bank information or social security to do the MIBs, you start to get objections, and then you feel like you have to rebuttal, and it's kind of downhill from there. The second design is this one. It's more kind of like a Fortune 500 landing page. On the mobile side, this is actually a slider, so you'll see it sliding across the screen. And about you as an agent, what you do as an agent, and then your licenses and credentials for this one, they actually show as buttons because there's a lot of agents, and you may be included in this, where you've got 15, 20, 30 licenses, where it looks a little bit crazy when you've got 30 images. At the end of the day, the customer and the lead does not understand what those licenses are, so they just see a bunch of images. Here they see the state you're contracted in, very easy to understand, but if they want to see a little bit more, they can click on it and it'll populate. They still have the drop down here, and on this design, they have a request a quote feature, and if they click to book a call, it goes to your landing page with your native Zeepo calendar embedded in here, so that you can hook this up to your Gmail account or even a Calendly account, so it integrates with that. Now, if we head on back, as far as drip campaigns go, we've got a 45-day internet life drip campaign We've got about a 7 to 10 day general life drip campaign. And then we also have a 45-day mortgage protection drip campaign. And then upon request, depending upon if you're running self-generated Facebook leads, we have a full conversational burial bot that goes through pre-qualifying the lead based upon a Facebook lead form that they've submitted, which ultimately gets them to convert into a higher intent lead. Now, the ultimate goal for automations and drips, as you know, is to get the lead to respond. At the end of the day, you just want to figure out if they're interested or not, whether it's a yes or a no, so that you can figure out who to spend your time with and who not to spend your time with. And drip campaigns are an amazing way to do that. We will be coming out in the future with a 6, 12, and 18-month drip campaign as well. So that's kind of something that's in the pipeline. On top of that, as far as recruitment funnels go, we've got a recruitment funnel like this one that a lot of the agencies are utilizing, where it talks about, your company you're with, the company logo, a little bit about your marketing organization, an agency overview video, and then a little bit more about the company. And all of this is customizable. You just reach out to our support team. If there's a lot of features that have changed and or different, let us know and we're happy to update that for you. New agent training here. If it's a YouTube video, we just embed it. Some Glassdoor reviews, and then a little bit behind the CEO of whichever business that you are with. Depending on the IMO, the FMO, doesn't really matter. It can be completely customized for that. Now, let's hop into the dialer. Zeepo does have a native dialer, which I had showed you, where you just click to dial. But as far as the full power dial session goes, we have an integration with a company called Wave. It is an amazing integration that makes it super streamlined for you to be able to dial your leads. And I'm going to kind of go over a quick little demo on that real quick. So the way that it works, just like any other dialer, you'll come in here, you'll select your leads, you'll click Wave Dial Session. It'll populate whether you want to dial in on your phone or off of your computer. Most of the time people will dial in off their phone. It'll say press the start button or dial in. So for demo purposes, I'm going to dial in.
Welcome to Wave.
So now it's ready to dial. As you see on the right side, when I click to dial, it's going to dial the lead, and then I hang up. There's a disposition. It'll move on to the next lead, but it's not going to start dialing. You have the ability to make it to where it does automatically start dialing that lead, but for this demo purpose, it's click to dial. It'll dial this existing lead. You hang up. You can put a disposition, no answer. You can double dial. Hang up, no answer, resume, and you move on. You can dial super fast. They do have a single line, double line, and triple line dialer that allows you to simply move through all of the leads that you have. Now, the way that the majority of agents are dialing right now is they've got a third-party dialer, whether it may be PhoneBurner, Call Tools, Mojo, RingCentral, and the difficult thing about that is having two different systems, it's almost impossible to get them to talk perfectly. With a complete embed, we now have a streamlined single line to triple line dialer that allows you to take advantage of all the automations Zeepo has to offer. So for instance, now that that's been dispositioned as no answer, if we go back, we can see under the tags that there has been a Wave no answer disposition, which allows us now to create automations just like this one, where once you disposition it a certain amount of times based upon a math operation, which is just a fancy term for a number of dispositions of, say, 3 no answers, they send a specified message, and that message says, hey, lead name, this is Logan, give me a call ASAP. After 9 no answer dispositions, it sends another message saying, hey, this is Logan reaching out in regard to the request you had sent in about life insurance or Medicare or health insurance. We've tried to contact you 9 times now. We haven't heard back from you. Are you still interested in getting some more information? If they don't respond to that, say on the 10th disposition, it puts it into an automated drip campaign from our platform. So it really streamlines that, and on other systems, it makes it a little bit difficult. However, we do have a direct integration with other platforms like Call Tools and PhoneBurner, which allows you to just effectively dial, but not really take advantage of all the automations that Zeepo has to offer. So other than that, that's kind of like a 30,000 foot overview on the platform. It does so much more in regards to automations, funnels, lead gen, but that's kind of something that, that's something you can look into down the road once you get used to the system. So if you have any questions, reach out to our support at zeepo.io. Click the link in the bio. And if you have any questions, we're happy to talk with you.